I'm gonna love you.
Hi everybody, welcome to Coffee with Brian. Today I'm actually going to answer some questions. I've been getting quite a lot of questions on Facebook Messenger, in my groups, on my business page, on my website, in email, through YouTube. So I picked out some of them, and I'm going to reiterate this, guys. I'm not talking about politics. I've been getting a lot of questions, oh, which way do you lean? Who are you going to be voting for in 2020? Blah. I'm not going to answer it because I don't give a crap about it anymore. There was a time I cared about politics. That time is gone. I'm not talking about it. Please don't ask me because you're not going to get an answer. I don't care about it. But anyway, I picked out some here, and I'll answer these best I can. Number one, how long have you been doing art? Well, depends on which art form. When I was 16, 17 years old, which was about 30 years ago, like a lot of people, I grew up watching Bob Ross. Just like my shirt there. I love him. He was one of my favorite artists. I watched The Joy of Painting, and of course that was oil, wet on wet technique. And I actually live about 20 miles south of where Mr. Ross taught college at Ball State University, Muncie, Indiana. I've been doing acrylics and oils off and on for about 30 years. Now, with that being said, there was probably at least a 15-year break in there where I didn't even touch art. My wife actually got me started back on it. And here lately, I started back up with any form of art at all about 8-9 years ago, I want to say, when we lived down south. So acrylic oils off and on, I'll say about 20 years. Drawing, about the same, off and on, about 20 years. Now, spray paint art, I'm actually relatively new to that. I've only been doing spray paint art for going on about 3 years now. I picked it up when we were down south, right before we moved up here to Indiana. So I've been doing it about 3 years. I really took to it. I love it. Everything about it. I love spray paint art. And hopefully I'm getting better, as time goes by. We'll see. I hope so. Airbrush, I don't do. Not yet, anyway. I got to work on my patience. I have it, I just don't do it. Acrylic flows, that's relatively new to me. Well, I've been doing flows off and on for probably the 8 or 9 years. But the flows with sails, that aspect, about the same spray paint, about 3 years, I guess. I hope that answers your question. All right, now number 2. Oh, how much do you make on YouTube? That one's easy. 0. I don't make a daggum dime off of YouTube. I could if I did like an Amazon affiliate or an affiliate program, or I did like Patreon or merchandising or something like that, but I don't do it yet. I was getting paid a very little bit on YouTube before they, changed their guideline yet again and screwed all us small creators. But when I was getting paid, it wasn't much. The whole time I got paid, I'm going to tell you, through Google AdSense, I've accumulated, I think about $16. And that's for about 3 months, worth of being whatever, having ads in my videos. But now I don't have ads on my videos, and I ain't making not a single red cent. So, no, that one's easy. I make 0. Big goose egg. And until I reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 total watch hours in a 12-month period of time, I'm not going to get paid on YouTube. Well, unless I go talk. I've already talked to Amazon, so I know how to set it up. I just haven't done it yet. I've been so busy doing custom work and, doing these videos and, life itself and everything else. I ain't had time. But if I did the affiliate program or something, I might make some money off YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, 0. All right, number 3. How many paintings have you sold? Oh, good Lord. I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. Man, I don't know. The best answer I can give you is over 100. Probably not 1,000. I honestly don't know. I have no idea. I don't really keep track of it. My wife does all the business aspect part of it. I just draw and paint and all that. She'll tell me I've got a custom order for, this person's dog or this person's cat or this family portrait or whatever, and I get my reference photo and I draw it, or if somebody wants one of my abstracts in specific colors, I'll go do that. And then of course from YouTube videos, I've sold quite a few of my spray paint pieces and sold quite a few of the flows and some of the abstracts, and honestly I have no idea. I'm sorry, I can't specifically answer. I can tell you I do know it's been more than 100, and I'm pretty sure it's not been 1,000. I'm 75% sure I've not sold 1,000 of them yet. Well, I'm probably 90% sure, because I think I'd have a lot more art supplies and a lot more stuff I want if I sold that many paintings. So, but I know it's been over 100, because I had a couple of months where I really had runs on it, and I sold 20, 30 in like 1 month, like 2-3 months consecutive. So I know it's been over 100, but sorry, I have no idea. Let's see, number 4. What do you use to make sails? Oh, acrylic flow sails. Well, hold on, I'll be right back. This right here, dimethicone. This is a silicone. You can also use treadmill silicone. You can also use WD-40 red that has silicone in it. You can also use, there's certain hairsprays that have dimethicone in it. I've heard of some artists using glue, Elmer's glue, to create sails. And then of course I also use Floetrol. This right here. So mainly the mix of these two right here. That's how I get my sails. And do I have an exact science to how much I mix in there? Nope. I eyeball it. I know there's some artists out there that get it right down to the science, and they know exactly how much paint, how much water, how much dimethicone or silicone or whatever additive they're using, how much Floetrol, how much, they know how to do all that. They've got it down to a science. Man, I with any of my stuff, there is no science involved, trust me, because I do not have the patience level required to get this down to a science. So I just eyeball it. My outcome is like a pancake batter consistency with my paint when I'm done, and then depending on how much paint I've got, well, I don't even know. Yeah, I do right here. If I have a cup, say it's this size right here, and it's about yay full, I'll put maybe 6 or 8 drops of dimethicone in there. If it's only about half full, maybe 3 or 4 drops. I just adjust accordingly. So, but there's no science to it. But that's what I use, dimethicone. And before you ask, I got it off of eBay. There is some on there that are fly-by-night shady operations. So make sure they have good feedback rating when you go on there and buy it, because this stuff is hard to find. But it will last you for, I think I pay like $8 for this bottle, and I've probably done well over 100 flows with it, and it's only down that much, so this lasts forever. All right, next question. What's the best paint? Oh boy, that's a loaded question. You're gonna get me a bunch of people mad at me probably. All right, we'll start with spray paint. It is personal choice. It is, I use Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra. I have some Walmart brand, but I don't use them very often at all. I also have some fluorescent Krylons and something else, and again, I don't use them that often. My main paint I use is Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra. I've been wanting to try the Montana brand. I've heard that it's very good. A lot of people use it. And then there's, I can't remember the name of it, but one of my favorite spray paint artists, Porfirio Jimenez, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, from down in Mexico. There's the paint brand he uses, but you can only get it down in Mexico, I guess. So I would really like to try that brand too. I just ain't figured out how to, with this whole custom thing, and by the time it would be really expensive. So I use Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra. Acrylic paints, if I'm doing flows, a lot of time folk art or deco art. Now, I like Liquitex Basic if I'm doing flows. Now, if I'm doing like portraits, landscape, stuff like that, I like to use what I call the big three. You've got the higher end Liquitex, you've got Golden, and you got Winsor Newton. And those three are the three that I consider to be the best. Do I have a favorite out of them? Probably Golden. I can't afford it a lot because, Golden's very expensive, but they're expensive for a reason. If you've got the money, I would say higher end Liquitex or Golden. I've not worked a lot with Winsor Newton, a little bit. They're, from what I can tell, they're very high quality paint as well. So as far as oils, man, I ain't messed with oils in a lot of years, so I have no clue. Because I've probably not touched oils in 20 years, so I don't know, sorry. Airbrush paint, again, I don't really do it, but I have them. Wicked, I heard that's one of the best. I don't know, I personally haven't really messed with it, so whatever. So, hope that helps you. Alright, so now what are we on? How long does it take you to do a drawing? Well, that depends on how much detail I put in it. If I'm going for just a realistic look, or if I'm going more for, more towards hyper-realism or semi-realistic, But my average drawing, say it's custom work for a customer, if it's one subject, like one dog or one cat or one person, it ranges anywhere from about 6 to 10 hours that I'll have in an average drawing. If there's more than one subject, usually you can add another hour or two onto that. If they want a detailed background in that same portrait or whatever, then you need to add about 3-4 more hours into that. Now, for instance, this one I just did of my cat, Gremlin. This one I have about 7 hours in, so if that gives you an idea. And this is 11 by 14, by the way. And before you ask, I used Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils. I used mineral spirits for blending, and some paper blending sticks for burnishing. But yeah, about 7 hours on this. You can see it real good there. Turned out pretty cool. Alright, so there's that one. Do you sell your art? Why, yes, I do. Thank you for asking. Multiple different ways. I don't really sell it off of YouTube. I've gotten questions off of YouTube. But I have, well, alright, I have a website, which is www.rhodesartwork.com. I sell it off of there. I have a Facebook business page, which is Rhodes Artwork. I have a Facebook art group, which is Rhodes Artwork. I have a Twitter account, which is, that's right, Rhodes Artwork. You getting the picture here? Everything, my YouTube channel, Rhodes Art, everything is Rhodes Artwork. I also have an Instagram account, Rhodes Artwork, but man, I've been so busy I ain't even got into that yet. So, but yes, I do. And you can message me or get in touch with me through YouTube, through my website, through Facebook, doesn't matter. And now, I will tell you, though, I'm probably, if you contact me about buying a piece of artwork, I'm probably going to have my wife talk to you, because my wife handles most of the business aspect of it. So, you know, I'm just the paid help that draws, you know what I mean? So, anyway. If you want to email me, my email is Brian, with an I, at rhodesartwork.com. So you can also get a hold of me that way too. So hope that helps. And custom work, this kind of plays into that a little bit. Yes, I do custom work, especially with drawing. Whether it be family member, whether it be one of your fur babies, an animal, doesn't matter. I do custom work drawing. If there's one of my abstracts that you like, but you don't quite like that color scheme, a lot of my abstracts I can do in a different color scheme, if you want. Just depends on which one. You know, now if it's a flow, there's really no way to get it exact on a flow. You know, you can't. It's hard to replicate it because there's so many different factors that come into play. But if it's like a spray paint piece, you know, say it's like everybody loves my wolf one, the blue wolf one with the evergreens and the moon and all that. Sold a lot of those. Say you like that, but maybe you want purples instead of blues. Yes, I can do that. Or you want some reds and pinks instead of blues. I can do that too. Just let me know. And, you know, just shoot me a message and I'll let you know either way. So anyway, there, I answered the questions. Like I said, I'm not going to answer political questions. I got a ton of people wanting to know about that. And I'm sorry, you know, I'm not trying to offend you or anything. I'm just not going to answer them. Because ever since my heart attack, I don't play the political game anymore. I don't want any part of it. I don't want, you know, I'm going to do my civic duty. I will vote when times come to vote. But I'm not going to tell anybody who I'm voting for. Because I'm sorry, but that's none of your business. And I just don't care about it. I'm not wrapped up into it anymore like a lot of people are. So I'm not going to talk about it. Sorry. But any other questions you might have, feel free to shoot them to me. And I'll store up some more, and we'll do another Coffee with Brian where I answer them for you. So anyway, I hope the ones of you that were interested in this stuff, I hope I answered your question. And if you have any more, feel free to shoot them my way. And here in the future, I'll do another one of these answering your questions. And maybe someday I'll do a live one, and y'all can like ask them live. And well, I don't know about that, because I'm telling you, some of the questions I've got, I'm not going to. There's other questions besides political I'm not going to answer. So I'll think about the live one. We'll see. But I have been wanting to do like some live videos where I actually do like a spray paint piece, or it'd be hard to do a live one of a drawing because they take so long. Ain't nobody gonna sit through no 7 hour long live video. But they will, like a 20, 30-minute long spray paint one. So I bet I might do that. I just don't know if I'm gonna do it here on YouTube or it's gonna be on Facebook. I don't know. I might do both. I don't know if you can do both at the same time. I guess if you got enough electronic devices, you can. Let's see. I got phone. My wife's phone will do it. My laptop will do it. I have 3 devices. I guess I could. I just really don't want to get overspray on my laptop, so I got 2 devices. Well, I can still do it, huh? So anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Like I said, I hope I answered your questions, and love y'all. Y'all be good to each other, and I'll bring you something again real soon. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember, click on my goofy little mug down there to subscribe to my channel. Smash that like button to show me some love and support, and leave me comments down below in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about the video, what you'd like to see in the future, or just how your day's been. Doesn't matter. Just leave me a comment. And as always, folks, I love y'all. Thank you for showing your support, and I'll see you again real soon, folks.